Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are picking back up with our dailies. We didn't do one yesterday because I was out of the house, out of the office all day, so I never had the chance to do it. But we're going to pick up Puzzle Page today because we did Tents and Trees last time. So this is June 15th, 2025. Let's get into them. Let's start with our picture cross. And of course, we need to put these guys in because of that 10. These guys must go in because of this 8. This 3 says that one. This 3 says these two must go in. Now, is there anything else that's obvious here, like this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, these are just set. So let's put those in. And that might give us some more information about like this 2, 7 pair. 6. So it goes to there. 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Now we can put in a couple of these guys. And I don't think we have enough in the 1, 2, 4 here, but we can definitely do a little bit more up here. We've got 2. We've got 2. Okay, so this is one of those 2, and there has to be a 1 here. Now, this guy here can't go here, but this could still be a 2 with a 1 here. We don't quite know that yet. What else can we then say? This is a 2. There has to be one of these 2 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, gap. 2, gap. No, there's not really anything on that one I said previously. Let's look about that's 1, 6. Maybe there's something there. 1, gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one's in. That one's in. Okay. That can also give us this 2 now. What about this 2, 4? It gives us an extra digit there. I think in this one we're going to have to do our X's again because we have a lot of little guys here. We can't quite... I mean, I probably could get through them and do them that way, but we're going to do this to help us out a little bit because you can see we can... If we go through the process, we can cancel things out. It makes things easier for us. So we'll do that. Now, these 2 have to be in to do the 2, and then the 7 has to finish off down here. So this was part of that 2. This guy has to be in, so that 4 is now done. 2 of these will be in, so this is the final one here. Guess we can just keep on keeping on with some of these things while we do them. And see if it pokes its head out. Done, done. Yep, here we go. These 2 are in. This guy is out. You have to be in, so you're part of this 2. You have to be part of this 3. You're done. You're done. You guys are done because we have the 1s. We can't have anything on either side of them. You're out. This 2 over here has to be in, which removes all those options. That then again does a little stair stepping here where this has to be in and this has to be in, and that's done here. Now this one here has to be a deuce, and you have to be a deuce. So they're all done with. And this 3, 2 says this one's never in. 2, 2 says this one is in. This 4 says this one's in. This 2, 2, 1 says this one is in. Therefore, this one has to be in to finish the 1, 3, 2, and we're done with this column as well. Now we can switch over to this 1, 6 and finish it off, and then come back over and put a couple of these in. And then get rid of options here. Now, 1, 2, 3. Obviously, this one's in, and it's a 2 to finish that off. We have to finish this 2 off, and then we can do the stepping here as well. This has to be in. This has to be in. And then these 2 have to be in to finish it. There we go. Oh, I guess it's a fairy. Didn't really see that one when I was doing it. But there it is. Cool. What else do we have on this page? I didn't take a good look at it. Go away for now. Charge up, we'll probably do wordy like we said we normally do. We might do a Kokoro as well. Let's do the wordy. And then we'll hop into Kokoro, because I don't think I've done that one on this just yet. So I'll do a little explanation about what that is. We'll stick to our normal intro here. Okay. Oh, wow. We get 2. Glad I did that. So now these are probably like this. Now, this could be like lives. V's not the greatest answer, but I'll hit it anyway. Okay. What about likes? Now we're down to just inserting a letter until we find it. It was likes. Cool. Good, good, good. Now let's get through here. I think we're going to do a Kokoro, and we'll see where we are at that. We might do a charge up as well, or maybe a word search. We'll find out. So Kokoro, if I haven't stated this one before already, I'll tell you what it is. So essentially, all of these clues and all these spaces in here are going to have to add up to certain values. So this 17 clue here says that these two digits will add to 17. This 17 says these two will add to 17. The 16 says these will add to 16. This 34 says these will all add to 34, etc., etc. Now, there's a couple of easy ways to get into some of these if they're present in the specific puzzle. 17s and 16s are always great when they're two cell and they're working in concert with each other, because a 17 can only be 9-8, a 16 can only be 9-6. Well, they have to share that 9, so that becomes 9, 7, and this becomes the 8 and the 9. Now, here again, we have a 16 and a 17, so we get 9-8 and 9-7. This 8 here says this one is 9. Now, this 30, we don't quite know what it is yet. We know that the digits left are 8 and 6, because 9, 8, 7, 6 adds to 30, but we don't know which orientation they go in. Let's see if we can find some more good ones to use to get in. We have the same thing down here, the 16 and the 17. So this is the 9, 8, 9, and 7. We have it here as well. This is the 9, 8, 7, which then pushes us into the 15, which is an 8, and the 17 is a 9. Now this 17, this can't be the 9, so this one is. Good, good, good. And let's see, what else can we go with? Two other good groupings will be 4s and 3s if they're also in a 2 cell, but we don't seem to have any of those crossing over their paths, so we can't quite say which one of those is which. Now, this 24 clue is actually good, because we know we're using some of the normal Sudoku logic here, because 3 digits that add up to 24 has to be 987. We can't put a 7 on a 14 clue when it's 2 cell, so we know it goes like this. We also know that this 24 clue needs to be a 987. Well, the 9 has to go here. This becomes the 8. This becomes an 8. Now, this 29 clue, 9, 8, and 7, we know are 24, so this would be a 5. And that would finalize the 14 as well. And this 24 is 987. Now, that doesn't really help us, because we can put 9 and 7 in here, because of the 16 uses the 9 and the 7. So let's see what else we can get out of this. These 17s are all kind of correlating, but we need to get one of them so we can set that thing in motion. These two here have to be 8 and 6, which means this is 2 or 4 for the 10 clue. No, not 8, 6, sorry. 7, 6 is what I meant to put here, so I can change this. It's either 3 or 4. Because the 17s are a 9, 8 on both sides. Okay. Might have to put in a bit more. No, it doesn't quite work either. So we might have to just start kind of going into some of these, put these options in so we can see what's going on. So we like, no, these are 9s and 7s. We know these are 9s and 8s. This will be 9, 8, 7. We don't necessarily know how that affects the 12, because currently we don't know what it is. I guess this 39 is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So the other way to look at it, just this 17 clue will be a 9, 8. So this is a 9, 8 pair going across. So this is the 7, 9. Hello, come on now. 8, 9, 8, and 9. There we go. Now we know this is the 7, so this has to be the 5. So we have a 6 and a 4 over here, but that's, again, not massive at the moment. This is 8 or 6, because 23 in 3 digits has to be 986. Your 98 here. This 30, maybe we can cross-reference this 30, because again, this 30 clue has to have 9, 8, 7, and 6. Well, we can't use 9, 8, or 7 here because they're already used, so this is the 6, which means this is 8, 6, 9, 8. This becomes 7, this becomes 9. Now this becomes the 4 to finish the 39, and this has to be a 7 to finish the 34. Now this 19 has 12 left over. There could be a couple of ways that'll work. Obviously, we can't do 9, 3 because we can't put a 9 in there. We could do 8, 4 if 8 was there and 4 was there. Well, actually, it's the only way we can do it. We can't use a 7 either. We obviously can't do 6, 6. So this is 8, 4. Okay. There was more restriction there than I first thought. Okay, this 30 clue has to be 9, 8, 7, 6. What goes here? It's to be the 6. So this is the 7. And okay, that finishes as 30 now because this again has to be 8 and 6. So this one is the 8, this one is the 6. The 17 clue, we have 13 of them, so these two will add up to 4, which means they will be a 1-3 pair. So we can probably use that to determine one of these, either the 38 or the 29. The 38... Okay, so it has to be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3 to make 30, so that separates those out. That's 5, which will finish the 29. Good. Now we've cleared off this entire backside. Let's start looking at what this guy is. Now, we already said that these were the 9s and the 8s. This is a 9, 8. This is a 9, 8. So maybe we'll have a bunch of digits that we can kind of cross-reference here if we just look at them a little bit. Maybe this 34, actually, yeah. This has to be a 4. Because 9, 8, 7, 6 is the most we can possibly put in. That's 30, so we have to have the 4 to work back. So that will break this all up. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. Now maybe we can think about this 34. No, we already did that. It is 9, 8, 7, 6, so this will become the 6. This will become the 7. Good. We need a 9. We did a 9, 8, and a 4 this way as well, and these have to be a 9, 8 because of 7, so this is the 4. This becomes the 8 if I hit the right button, 9, and this should come back around and give us a ton of information. I don't know if I can actually type in the digits here. Will that let me do it? No, I can't actually type, so we'll have to do it by mouse. Good. Now, we know this 24 is 987, so this has to be the 9, and that'll finish these all off. There we go. Kokoro done. And we're looking good on time, so we'll pick up let's do a charge up, and we'll probably have enough coins to do one more as well. So again, the charge up is like tents and trees, sort of. But use a slightly different kind of nomenclature, if you will. So these all have to be in to finish the 3. One of these 2, and this one has to be in. This 2 is now done. This guy can't be in because he can't touch that. So these 2 are in. The 1 is finished. One of these 2 will be in. It has to be this one. Has to be this one because this guy needs another charging station. That's out. This is in, and that's out. There we go. And I think we will do a word search because we've moved through these pretty quickly, and we've got time. We've got the coins to do it. So let's do this one. This should be the last bit of it then. So, at a gala is our concept here. So, and these are all the words we got to find. So let's go find them. Let's see if we can do so efficiently. Here's host, band, dance, disco, dinner. Boo, 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 boo. I need the larger words. We can find speeches right there. Looking for networking, which is right here. Donations was the other one I was looking for, which is there. Here's auction. Here's charity going backwards. Here's canapes going down. Let's see. Two ends next to each other for dinner shouldn't be too hard to find. He says, as he can't find... Oh, here it is, dinner. Raffle and guests. Here's raffle. Here's guests. Still need the smaller ones now, the band, dance, and disco. They've got to be in some of these somewhat open areas. Or at least that's normally how I will look at one of these types of things. Okay, here's disco. We need band and dance. Here's dance. Where's band? Right there. There we go. Cool. So we got it done. Puzzles complete. Cool. And I think that's going to be the end of this one. Yeah, none of these are ones that I'm huge on. I mean, we can do some of the crossword stuff, but don't really want to do it today. So that's where we're going to end this one. And again, I'll have to go back and get more tokens for tomorrow, but I'll do that off screen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, this was June 15th's Puzzle Page Dailies. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.